we are inking, or simultaneously inking and we are sketching. And I like the sketch effects, but anyway, it's fine. Let's keep going. Now, actually, if you pay attention there, you'll see that it's quite dark. But the thing about it is, I wanted to translate in the sketch work that it is in actual fact a mirror. No, it's not a mirror, sorry, it's glass. I'm going to worry about that later. I am going to shade it in. What was I trying to do here? It's actually 4 blocks. It's fine. Told you it doesn't have to look exactly the same, right? Always do it in your own impression. What we're doing is we are using the reference, but always make it your own. Okay, so we've got that done because I really needed to get that done. And then I'm gonna get that going. Just add a bit of fun and detail to it. That plant is just so that's how you do it. So you sketch it first, take your time and sketch it, and then later you come back. It's always good to give yourself a day or 2 break before you continue. Some people can give themselves hours. I like to give myself a whole day. Honestly, even sometimes a week. Why? Because by the time you return and have a look at your artwork, your eye will see differently. It will see like something different, which is brilliant for your art. Okay, so let's get in that detail over there. Don't worry about the underlying, like the little mark lines that were there before, previously. Adds a bit of character to your artwork. Okay, let's see what we can do with this plant. Let's give it some character as well. This one's pretty solid, so that one over there, pretty much. Oh, come here. And we are going to do the shading. I want you to see what I'm doing, and also I don't want to smudge. Okay, I'm going to show you what's coming up next. I was trying to decide what medium I'm going to use. I'm going to use Copics. Okay, they look like that because they just chill in my pencil case with... Hello, Russia. How do you say hi in Russian? I actually did learn it at some point, but don't have anyone to speak it with, so you know how it is when you don't have someone next to you that speaks the language. It's easy to forget. Just kidding. I feel like looking it up right now and just greeting you like that. But we are busy here. Busy. Cannot wait to use my Copics here. I wanted to watercolor paint it, but I was like, I don't know. I think, okay. You see all of that? I want to get that in. Oh yes, so let's finish up here. You're doing a very neat diagonal line, shading it in because you can clearly see the difference between that and that and that and that. So we're just trying to translate it onto the artwork here as well and make it a true reflection of what the eye sees. Always draw what the eye sees, and also you can improvise. Okay, so create it in your own style. Then I'm going to do a much looser shading. I don't know if that translates, okay, which means I should just go over this harder because it is much darker in here. So what you do is you do the hard work first, so that later, by the time you start painting or sketching, honestly, it's just so easy because you've done all the hard work, you see. And please say hello to Anastasia. Hello, Anastasia, 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 Anastasia. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. It's Jessica ASMR, and today we are doing now the shading. Let's just go back to shading. Add in a bit of that detailing there because that's the shadow. For this artwork, we're taking it easy. We're not going to be so serious because it's fun, right? But truth can be said in fun. Okay. So, always do the hard work, then you go in with the fun later. I always feel like coloring in is the fun. Adding in the color or adding in the shade or the tonal value, that's fun. Line work is so serious. Because it makes the artwork, you see. Real truth is we need to put in this shadow here just to show the difference once again, but that's much lighter than that. But the truth is it isn't showing that much in this artwork, but okay, it's okay. Okay, perfect. Let's look on this. It's looking very random. Let's give it a purpose. Give it a bit of shading. Okay. That looks better. I'm also just going to outline this cute little plant a bit more. This bulb I'm going to make a little bit darker because it is in the background in comparison to this one. And then we're going to shade in the rest of that. Okay, that looks good to me. Right, now, where were we? We were thinking of adding in the rest of the shading. Shall we start? I just can't take it any longer. So I'm going to be using my Copics. Which colour should we start with? I wish I had a darker green. This is the green I have. Blue. Pink. Need some more Copics. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's do this one. Hope they still work. I don't think this works. Oh my goodness, it doesn't. Let's throw it away. Illumination. Oh wow. Not the grays never work. Let's just do this one. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Let's go for it. It's a bit dark and dry. Maybe I should use this one. Okay. We're going to use that. We are going to improvise that little dark spot there. And so always start with your lighter Copics before you do your darker Copics, because if you start with your darker Copics before your lighter Copics, basically you can't go back. But if you start light, then go dark, you can keep going over the light. You know what I'm saying? Hi. Maybe later. I'm not sure how to do that actually. Does it do like a simultaneous? It doesn't. Well, looking at my phone. It's one of those super chilled ones, okay. You can watch my other videos. Catch me there. Yeah. we're just going to be bold and go for it. Okay. Now, let's do the door. Actually, outlining it is much easier, and then just go in with the flat side, which is wider. Let's not miss off on that. And that. Okay, we need to go in with the pink again for that little piece there. Okay. Catch me. Oh, come here. Yeah, on my other videos, and then sometimes you find that this is the flat part that you can use to do the majority of the rest of the thing. But you'll find that it's actually just too big for the surface area. That's why I always use the smaller part, but then okay, there's a part missing there. Okay, lots of shades of brown, so I'm just going to go with this one, and I want to get in the rest of the detail. Like you see here, I've already helped the artwork by starting off and showing where the darker parts are. So I told you, like I said earlier, the hardest part actually is drawing the artwork. The easiest part is coloring in. Well, okay, whatever medium you use. The hardest part actually is the actual beginning. As they say, it is the truth for most things. It's hard to start, but once you start, unstoppable. Okay, what color are we going to make that? Run out of all my greys. It's not very good. I'm literally have to paint that with actual paint, because it's the part of the door that I was not so interested in doing. But we got it done. Happy about that. Could say that this drawing has a lot of simplicity to it. Which I like. It's meant to be a stool. What color I'm going to make that stool? Okay, let's add in the darker parts. Miss that out. Also, when you're working with your Copics, you've got to be quite smart about it. I'll tell you why. You want to keep the ink. Like, the more you work on it, the more you use up the ink. Oh, thanks. Yeah. So that's where we're at. I cannot believe I have to go back to grey. This grey just keeps calling me back, and I don't have grey. I've used it up so many times. I actually always use grey, but let us not dwell on that. Let's go back over here. We're going to fill that in. Over there. I'll tell you something, I just cannot wait to do, what do you call it? The plants. Actually, I'm going to do that next. Cannot wait. Okay. Also, sometimes you notice you don't have to like color in literally every single little piece of the artwork. So this is going to be tricky, I agree. I'll tell you why it's tricky. Because I've got such a light green, look. And then look how actually dark the plants are. So, oh my goodness, actually finished. Means I like this green, I've been using it a lot. Can you really blame me? Look at it, it's so pretty. Okay. For efficiency, when you're working with whatever color you're working with, that's how I like to do it anyway. Just do everything else that needs to be that color, right? So you see we're doing the plants, whatever else is green, go for it. Just go for it. And you just zone into the green, or whatever color you're using. Later, let's just do a little small reminder, just to let the eye know that we're going there. Here's another point in time. Here I'm gonna also have to go in with actual watercolor paint because look at that. We're not going to use this little Copic to do all of that. Well, not me. I don't know, we'll see. See how I feel. Okay, great. Looks good. No red in this artwork. This is for blending in, so I'll use it later. I was just saying I do not have grey, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. Let's do the pot plants. Pot plants are white in this artwork. Let's see if it still works. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah. Wow. Done with that one. Maybe I should make them blue. How many times have you ever seen a blue pot plant? I think the answer is definitely never. Okay, let's do this piece at least. That's blue. I'm also going to do I'm going to add in the green, the grey. Copics are finished. Okay. See if it'll work on this side, yes. I'm going to have to improvise here. I don't know what to do. Yeah. What's next? Decisions. Oh, I didn't finish this guy. Let's do him. So we go. Done. I think I'm going to have to paint the rest of it because I've run out of Copics. I wonder if it'll make any real difference if I blend in this blue. Nah. Can you see? No, it actually shows up as blue. So, you know what I'm going to do? Got these. It'll just make life much easier with that. What are we doing next? Change the grey. Let's do the grey. Yay! You know, I already started in this one where it was looking like that, so I'm just gonna finish off. It's grey, but it's like so dark. I think my black works. Copic. Oh wow, it doesn't. Oh, that is awful. Okay. It's fine, we'll use this. Oh, I've got another Copic. Coming right through, I just need to find it. Got it. I'm using this one. Copic proof. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool, I need more of these too. I usually paint, that's why. Guys, so don't actually take note of my... Let's do the pot plants. Should we use the typical pot plant color? Let's see. That works. Yay. My Copics. I've never really seen pot plants this color. Yay. Good. I'm gonna paint this, I'm gonna color this in grey. And oh, I'm not going to do the watercolor now. So apparently this is also grey, like everything is grey. Later on, I'm gonna have to put in all that detail. I don't know how I'm gonna get away with that. Got to improvise. I feel like cutting off the artwork up to here, because what am I gonna do with the rest of this? Right? And when you color in, honestly, you can go whatever direction you want. It doesn't have to be the same direction. You'll have to crisscross, actually. You can already see that that looks like it needs a bit more work, of which I will add in the work. I will do the work. Everything is grey right now. Let's do something about this. That looks good. Thank you so much. Started off just doing sketching, literally. I was doing a study drawing actually, and then I was just like, I think I want to make this. I think I want to get a bit more serious about this artwork, because I wasn't actually, honestly, to tell you the truth. I gotta do the interior. I also to draw, but oh my goodness, stop! That is so cool. Billie Eilish is, to say it, Billie Eilish. She's awesome. Okay, so we are. I am colouring in with white, and you'll see why in a bit. That's really good. That's really good. I hope you share with the people how stunning your artworks are. I'm gonna pick this. I think it's a bit dark. I'm gonna softly use this color over here. You see, I just wanted to add a bit of depth. Okay, actually you can't see anything. I just wanted to add in a bit of depth there. There. Okay, let me. For some of this, I'm gonna have to use watercolor because. What are we going to do there? I'll tell you. We're going with white again. Hey, this is a cool white. It goes over that black. I didn't intend for that. Let me just go and... so I can use it as a touch-up later. That's so cool. Love that. Well, what color we're making that? I know. Now, I just don't know if you can see that. Can you see? Honestly, I have to make it darker. It's much darker in the image. I feel like I should have just used a Copic, but it's fine. Not all the time Copic. It's much darker because that's the floor. Yay! To a certain extent. I'm going to shade it in because it's just not giving what I was asking for it to give. It's supposed to be a whole lot darker. Okay, that just makes more sense. Can you see? Okay. Also, with time, we are going to add in the finishing touches and highlight. This pink is just wild. It's because I don't have this. I was looking for this, but I don't have. So, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Art is a work in progress until you say you're done. Always remember that. Like that, I need to do all of that. And here, I'm feeling like I still need to do more work, so I'm not content yet. Not yet. I'm going to add in some pencil markings, apparently darker. It is darker. Darker green. Because yeah, it's waiting for me. Not particularly waiting for it though. Also not that okay, let's not lie, I am excited. Okay. Yeah, just gotta kind of remember which Copic I used there. It wasn't that one. Dear. Yes, it was that one. Oh, I really love this Copic. You know why? It's just because it's like full-on inky. And I wish all of them were inky like that. But it's okay. We'll get there. Okay, let's draw the legs off this one stool. Happen to be brown. I'm gonna make it blue. Wait. There we go. I'm gonna reintroduce the blue into the artwork. Just do that there. There's also something you want to do when you are drawing is you want to bring the color of that is white, and I just do unless I make it blue. I'm not gonna make it blue. Oh, I know what colour to make her. Pink. So later on, what do you like to draw the most? It's a very good question. It really is a very good question. I think judging by the amount of time it has taken me to answer that, it's clear that I don't really have something that's like my most favorite. I just love to sketch generally. But if we're going to have to choose, which is what we're doing now, I'd say I actually love drawing buildings. Buildings, cafes. Yeah. I actually love drawing buildings. Particularly like drawing the content of what's inside as well. Though right now it looks a little bit work in progress. I also really love that when it's like a work in progress. There's something about an artwork that just looks like you can still add to it. Like it's like a conversation, you know what I'm saying? It just keeps going. I love that. I love continuity. Love that. Have that answered your question. I'm going to test out my white and see if it's going to give me the effects that I want. It does. Okay, so I'm going to do that later. If you have a look over there, you can see there's some white specks, okay? I'm going to do my best to get that in. And you'll notice that I haven't done it exactly like that, because you got to make it your own. Okay, the white is too light for now. Okay, shall we be daring? I'm losing track of time with you guys, and it's just incredible. I love it. Let's be daring and just do this. So let's go back to that green Copic and get some help. We need it. Don't worry about coloring inside the lines. Don't you ever worry about that. Coming from me. Always just go with the flow. The lines are there as guidelines. So I don't take them that seriously. You want your piece to have a bit of spunk, some character, you get what I'm saying? Just a touch of rebellion. Joking, don't be rebellious, okay? Just in your heart. Okay, joking. Let's leave that for now. So you've done the majority of the markings. I honestly didn't think it would be this quick. I thought I was going to take so much more time on it. It's always hard when you begin. It seems impossible until it's done. Always the case. It always feels so good once you've done something that you believed you couldn't do. Because sometimes you actually believe you can't do it. Imagine. And you're like, whoa, okay, got it. Yay. I'm gonna go for a lighter green. I need to sharpen it. Just want to test that out, see. I'm gonna use my, that's not putty, I'll just stick it on there, otherwise I lose it. It's, just a bit sharper. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to color in between. And I'm using quite a few greens because I just want it to have like this compounded effect. Okay. So right now this is a much lighter green we're using. I would have never guessed that I would have gone for this, but here we are. I do like darker green. Because in nature, plants are usually darker green. I mean, this is literally the color of a pear. Those apples, I don't know what they call them, Granny Smith. Those really sour, bitter ones. Okay, so we're just colouring in between the supposed roses, getting the majority of our rose bush done. I did think I was going to use mixed media, but oh no, I am using mixed media. I don't know if I'm going to use my paint later, we'll see. Also, this is a progressive artwork. It started off as sketch. Ideally, you should start that side so that you don't smudge, but Sylvie. I really can't wait to get the roses done. I think I will have to reiterate this pink. Let's do it now. Just going to give it a bit more of its story. Let it tell its story a bit more in this artwork. Just make it have a serious presence. Oh, okay, it's fine. Let's add in a bit of a shadow of this. Okay. Okay, what should we do? I'm going to go in with the roses. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to add in a bit of detail. Also just to pick up on the pink that we used earlier. I'm going to start this side this time because it's easier. If you have the option to do something easy, go for it. Yeah, that works for me. And I'm just adding in a very tiny slight dab. I'm not gonna, you know. Okay. Just getting that going. Let's change the direction of my marking. Oh, I need to come back and do some more markings there. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to this. See, there are some spots that are not taken seriously. Okay, not that many. Okay. Oh, there's one. Now, the green is not green enough. So, what's up next is let's work on the grey. And we're going to have to come back and add in the rest of the detail. Oh, that grey side. Let's do it this way. I need more clear picks. Yay, that works. Get that going. Trying to work on the shadow. Anyway.